So we have the repository cloned. The repository has been cloned into my personal device, and the next thing is to submit assignments. So I have it on my VS Code. So the first step is to open the assignments. The assignment is already there. This is week one exercises. Please say week one from this. So we open the uh, deep learning for PyTorch. Navigate down to exercises. This is exercises. So the first one is reading documentation, and the second one is create a random tensor with shape 7 7. So back to my VS Code, I have to import touch. So first I select my kernel, and the one with touch installed is responsible AI. So import touch, and then create the random tensor, which is touch.rand of shape 7 7. And then finally I can print out the random tensor to see how it is. So firstly, I have updated this part of the assignment, and the next thing is to save. So save. After saving, I can now update the remote repository. And now update the remote repository. So to update the remote repository here, I could use git commands on the command line, or I could just use this place. So updating week one assignments. This is my commit message. So if I use this, it's committed. And then to update, so after committing, I'm committing to my local git here. But to commit to the remote, I have to sync changes. So this will push everything up to the remote repository online. That's the my own copy of the Arewa DS deep learning assignment, deep learning with PyTorch repo. So it's syncing changes and now it's done. And we can easily verify by going back to the repository online. So this was what it was before. This was the repository before, and then we update. So just refresh, and then after refreshing, let's see, it's still loading. Yes. It's loading. Yeah. So these are the updates. Import touch.random. So I have the thing in my week one exercises file on the repository. And then to submit, I just copy this link up, github.com, blah blah blah, up to week one exercises.ipynb, copy it, and then submit on the Google form, on the form that was shared by the mentor. So I think that's just how to do it. You make a copy, you fork the repository by clicking on that fork symbol with fork, and then you clone it into your repo. You can do that in different ways. I demonstrated how to do that using VS Code, and then you update based on that. So that's how it is. But then there's also another method to do that. Maybe you can skip the cloning to the local repository aspect, especially when you want to use a GPU and your local device does not have a GPU. So if your local device doesn't have a GPU, your best bet is to use an online GPU. And Colab is a good example. It's free. Once you have a Google account, you're good to go. So we'll see how to use Colab to do it, do the assignment, and push back to this same place. So we move here. So I can use this open with Colab. So most of the assignments they come with this symbol open in Colab. So I can just click on open in Colab, and then it opens up a the notebook in Colab for me. It's still loading.